Hello, fellow piano players. Today we're going to talk about key signatures and scales. How to connect the key signature with the scale. Now, for interest of time, I'm going to play a 2-octave scale for each of these key signatures, okay? I'm going to hold the flashcard like this so you can see. I want to get through all 12 keys, and we'll talk about the enharmonic keys as well, to kind of an advanced term. Let's start with this key signature. Does anybody know what this is? And for interest of brevity, we're going to only talk about the major keys. This is C major, right? No flarps, I call it. Flarps, flats and sharps. That's my own word. No sharps, no flats. Let's start with the C major scale. 2 octaves. Next key, 1 sharp. We're going through the circle of fifths. Does anybody know what a fifth up from C is? G major. Okay? Let's try G major. Let's go through that circle of fifths and add another sharp. What are we looking at there? D major, okay? We have 2 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and the last sharp is the key right before the tonic. I was gonna say the second to last, but I meant to say the last. So D major, here we go. 2 sharps, F sharp, C sharp. Here, A major, right? A fifth up from D is A, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, 3 sharps. Okay, a fifth up from A is E major. 4 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp. Fifth up from E is B major. Go to that last sharp and go up a half step. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, up a half step is B. Starts with the 4th finger, but the right hand has the same finger pattern. Now I'm going to move my 5th finger to that B now for the chord. It's okay to put a thumb on a black note for the chord, just not the scale. Okay, it's up a 5th from B. Whoop, I gave it away. 6 sharps, right? F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp. E sharp, wait a second, E sharp's not a black note. Black notes aren't always sharp. I mean, you don't always have to have a black note to make it a sharp, okay? White notes can be sharps as well. So E up a half step is F, that's E sharp, okay? We have 6 sharps, F sharp major. Move back to the 1-3-5 position, or you can play your chord up here. Okay, ooh, I switched to flats. Why did I switch to flats? Well, the circle of fifths has 12 different key signatures, but 3 of them overlap, okay? So that gives you up to 7 sharps with the sharp key, but at that point we flip over to the flats when it comes to 6. So 6 flats and 6 sharps are actually enharmonically the same key. What does that mean? F sharp is the same as G flat, okay? here is G flat. Here we go. Same key, right? I'll take it up an octave to make it different. Okay, oh, there's our 7 sharps as an example. And there's 7 flats. So 7 sharps is the key of C sharp major, which is the same as D flat. I'm going to get to that next. And 7 flats is the same as C flat major. It's the same enharmonic key as B major. But we already played a B major scale, so let's move on. Okay, 7 sharps is the same as 5 flats. 7 sharps, 5 flats, right? Why would I keep it as a 7 sharp key when I can have 5 flats? I like to have the least amount of flarps. Now, that goes for scales, but if we're playing a piece or a sonata, we might be in the key of C sharp major. So it's good to recognize that the enharmonic equivalent to D flat is C sharp, okay? Let's go to the D flat though. We're gonna call this D flat major, 5 flats. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat. Okay, take away a flat. Now we're coming around the corner here. And we're going to A flat major, okay? Think about a train coming around the bend. We're coming around the bend back to the top of the circle of fifths. 4 flats, A flat major. So up a fifth from D flat. We just did D flat. Now we're in A flat. Here we go. Take away another flat. Key of E flat. Oh, by the way, let's talk about how to figure out a key signature if you're ever on the spot. I talked about with the sharps, you go to the last key and you go up a half step. So I think we had 5 sharps, let's say, for example, and the last sharp was A sharp. You go up a half step, it's B. 5 sharps is B major, okay? 3 flats. With the flats, you take away the last flat, okay? And the second to last flat in your key signature is the key you're in, E flat. Careful to call it a flat key though, right? Not E, but E flat. So 3 flats is E flat major. Here we go. 3rd finger left hand, 2nd finger right hand. Let's take this away. Okay, where did my flashcards go? Here we go. B flat major, okay? We're going up that circle of fifths. B flat major, okay. 2 flats, B flat and E flat. Okay, final scale on the docket. 1 flat, anybody know what that is? Wait a second. If I was to take away the last flat, according to that little rule I just gave you, we don't have any flats left. So how am I going to figure this key signature out? Okay, go to your B flat, go down a 4th. Really what you're doing is you're going down a 4th to figure out the key. Okay, so if I took away my last flat, it's actually down a 4th. That's B flat major. Okay, so 2 flats is B flat, because you have B flat and E flats. You go to the second to last one, okay? Let's look at one more just so we don't confuse ourselves. 4 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. Take away that flat, key of A flat. Am I telling you the truth? There it is, A flat major. If you look down below, you see a relative minor. We'll talk about that in the next video. Every minor has a related major key. Okay, so 1 flat is F major. You might just want to memorize that 1 flat is F major. Okay. F major. Left hand has the same finger pattern as those first 5 scales, but the right hand's going to end on a 4th finger. Here we go. Okay, great. Check out a couple of other videos I did today about playing music from a lead sheet, making up the chords. Actually, it's really important to know the scales before you play chord changes. So that's why I'm able to play chord changes, because I know the scale. But it'll make sense when you look at me playing that lead sheet of a piece. And I'm just kind of sight reading it for the first time and faking the left hand or making up the notes for the left hand. Okay, have a great